Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sydney, that girl that used to be funny, from PhoneDog.com, and welcome to this week's episode of the Dog Pound. I'll be rounding up all the latest news from the mobile technology industry from last week and a little bit from this week. This morning is when WWDC got kicked off, and so Apple had its keynote address where they announced iOS 6. So Apple says that iOS 6 has over 200 new features, at least features that are new to iOS, even though they've been used in other operating systems. But anyway, a couple of those new features are with Siri. She can now give you, it's a girl. Siri can now give you more detailed information like sports scores and stats. There's also integration with OpenTable and Rotten Tomatoes to give you more information on movie times and restaurants. And Siri can now open apps. How advanced is that? I know. Siri will now be coming to the iPad once iOS 6 is launched. Now here's kind of a cool feature. Siri will be integrated with cars. By the end of this year, we'll have new cars with Siri support. So not only will your driving experience be hands-free, but will also be eyes-free. You'll be able to get turn-by-turn navigation through Siri, so you won't have to look at your phone. Moving on to other new features, there's now Facebook integration. You can now make FaceTime calls over a cellular network, and there's a couple of new features in Safari, like for example iCloud tabs, which syncs all of your tabs across all of your Apple devices. But probably one of the biggest new features is Maps. Apple has now ditched Google Maps and it has created its own Maps application. Some of the features of this new Maps application are turn-by-turn navigation, a 3D mode, Siri integration, viewing turn-by-turn nav from the lock screen, and a flyover mode, which is basically an aerial view of the city where you can zoom in and move around. Apple will be launching iOS 6 this fall. There's a developer version available today, and it will be coming to the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, the iPad 2, the new iPad, and the 4th generation iPod Touch. So what do you think of iOS 6? Are you impressed? Are you disappointed? Did you see all the new features that you wanted to see, or did Apple leave a lot of things out? Let me know in the comments below. Some more news about Apple, but this time about its ongoing legal battles, particularly with Samsung. Apple has now requested a preliminary injunction against the Samsung Galaxy S3, which was just announced and is probably the biggest competition to the iPhone and the next iPhone. Apple says that the Galaxy S3 violates 2 patents that it owns regarding unified search and data tapping. Now, Samsung has made a statement on this, saying, Samsung believes Apple's request is without merit. We will vigorously oppose the request and demonstrate to the courts that the Galaxy S3 is innovative and distinctive. Samsung also said that it assures its customers that the Galaxy S3 launch for the US will proceed as planned unless something happens with this preliminary injunction. We'll keep you guys updated on that. And some more Apple news. Isn't this awesome? Last week we saw a video of what is supposed to be the back panel for the next iPhone. You can take a look at this video. You can see it has that unibody construction and then the same design on the back that we've seen in other pictures. Now we don't know if this is real, but if it is, it confirms some of those rumors that we had heard about the new design, and it also confirms rumors about a larger display. Obviously, we won't know for sure what it's going to look like until it's announced, but now that we're starting to see more and more of these cases, these shells, and these pictures, it kind of gives those rumors a little more credence. So we'll keep you guys updated on any more iPhone rumors, and if we see any more leaks. One more news bit about the iPhone. It will be coming to Virgin Mobile. We already know that it's coming to Cricket and possibly Boost Mobile, but it will now be coming to Virgin Mobile, another prepaid carrier. Speaking of Virgin Mobile, we got word that the HTC One V may be hitting the prepaid carrier sometime this month for about $200. Now, if you remember, the One V is the littlest brother in the One series, but it's still kind of a good phone. It has a 1 GHz processor, a 3.7-inch display with a resolution of 480 by 800, a 5-megapixel camera that captures 720p HD video, and it ships with Android 4.0 with the latest version of Sense 4. So it'll be a good option if you're on Virgin Mobile, if you don't want the iPhone. Again, the rumor is that it's coming sometime this month. We'll keep you guys updated on any more rumors about that. And just so the entire show is not about the iPhone, here's some Windows Phone news. Last week, the OS's marketplace surpassed 100,000 apps, which is a pretty big milestone. By comparison, it took Android 24 months and iOS 16 months to hit the same milestone. So Yay for Windows Phone! So that's the show. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure and check out the description below the YouTube video because I will have links to all of the news articles that I talked about. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm Sydney from PhoneDog.com and I will see you guys later. Bye!